Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Monday, May 20th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Hard landing. Diddy done. NYPD drones. And how old were you when you got your doctorate? That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Iran officials say there was a hard landing of the helicopter that had the president of Iran in it. Well, it turns out he's dead. Along with the crew and other officials, the highest ranking being the foreign minister. These were two wicked people, but unfortunately, it's not believed that this will make much of a difference in Iran because the supreme leader is still alive and he handpicks the president anyway. The supreme leader is 85, though, so when he kicks the bucket, at least the people of Iran will have some chance to be free again. Rapper Sean Combs is done. He has previously denied all the slander thrown against him, but when security camera footage from 2016 was released in a hotel showing him abusing his then-girlfriend, that pretty much did it. She was escaping their hotel room to the elevator when Diddy, in a towel, came over, grabbed her by the neck, threw her on the ground, and kicked her twice. He then threw a glass vase at her. He finally admitted that the video was real. He said, "It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times of your life, but sometimes you got to do that. I was blanked up, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted when I did it. I'm disgusted now." The woman's lawyer said he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false. It shows his pathetic desperation, and no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words. The NYPD is going to start using drones alongside officers. The roofs of the precinct station houses will be retrofitted to support 2 drone platforms. The pilot of the drones is going to be at NYPD headquarters in Lower Manhattan. Information from the drones will be shared with the officers on the ground in real time. The NYPD has 85 drones. It's Dr. Dorothy Jean Tillman to you. She's 17. At 7, she was doing high school work. She got her bachelor's at 14 and finally her doctorate now at 17. She studied integrated behavioral health at Arizona State University. The youngest person to ever earn their doctorate was a 15-year-old. Back in 1962, he was speaking at 6 months old and he had an IQ of 210. He got his doctorate at 15, but I guess 17 ain't that bad. Bill O'Reilly's IQ is probably around 210 as well. He's got your message of the day. Next.
If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Monday, it pains me to say this, but the exclusion of Robert Kennedy Jr. from the presidential debates is a good thing for the country. I want to hear what Kennedy is saying, but since there's so much on the line in November, his presence would eat up valuable time on the debate stage and be a distraction. Jr. has no chance of winning, according to every poll. Now, the debate will be a fiasco without Kennedy because both Biden and Trump will say anything, and accuracy is rarely a consideration. RFK Jr. does the same thing, as conspiracy stuff is a heavy part of his presentation. We live in a time when seeking the truth is way down on the list of priorities. People believe what they want to believe, and that's that. Politicians well understand They can say pretty much anything these days and will not be held accountable because the press has been infected with ideology. If your guy lies, ignore it. And so the USA will have presidential debates. That's good. But much propaganda will be on display. That's bad. There will also be malice, heavy malice, between Biden and Trump. Does CNN have the people who can impose control during the debate? No, they do not. And Jake Tapper hates Donald Trump. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. Gloria, concierge member, which means Gloria has a private line to me. Gloria asks, the first debate would be on CNN. Oh, that would be fair, Gloria says sarcastically. They are the station that gave Hillary the questions ahead of the event a few years back. They didn't do that. CNN didn't do it. Donna Brazile did it. She was an employee of CNN, and they didn't know she was doing it. Donna snuck the questions out. Now, you can be a conspiracy. I know, but I'm just giving you the facts. Eric Eisenhower, Dallas, Texas, foolish speculation, and it would never happen. But if CNN were to ask you, O'Reilly, to moderate the debate, would you do it? Of course I'd do it. So, of course I would. And boy, we get places. So let's put it that way. Robert Kale, Savannah, Georgia, good town. Bill, thank you and your staff for your excellent work. I'm concerned of the future. My question, do you think Ramaswamy proposed something like this for a nomination in the future? Look, Vivek Ramaswamy was on here last week, and he definitely wants to be president of the United States. And, you know, he's got a future. Trump will give him a job. I'm almost certain of that. Kevin Cottrell, Walled Lake, Michigan. I'm interested in purchasing the Killing books. Are they still available in hardcover? Well, welcome back to the United States, Kevin. I guess you've been in Borneo for the last 5 years. All of my books are hardcover. All of them. You get them on BillO'Reilly.com. We got them bundled up for you. We'll go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble. I mean, the back list of my books still sell, all the way back to Killing Lincoln. So anyway, I appreciate it. I'm making fun of you a little bit, but the hardback's available if you want them. In a moment, something you might not know. Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau, and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 54 years ago today, more than 100,000 demonstrators took to the streets of Lower Manhattan to support the war in Vietnam. The event was a rare counterpoint to the public's rising anger over America's conflict in Southeast Asia. Here's the story behind the anti-war movement. I lived through it. President John F. Kennedy sent 400 Green Berets to help the South Vietnamese fight the communists from the North, which were trying to take over the South. Within a few years, hundreds of thousands of young Americans were fighting in the jungle. To execute that war, the Pentagon instituted a draft. Starting on December 1st, 1969, young American men were selected by lottery and conscripted into the Army. At the height of the Vietnam conflict, 25% of the total fighting force was in Vietnam against their wills. 30% of all fatalities were drafted soldiers. Back home, the situation was catastrophic. In total, more than 2.7 million Americans served in Vietnam, peaking at 550,000 in April 1969. The war cost U.S. taxpayers $160 billion at the time. That's $1 trillion in today's currency. The conflict ripped the USA apart. Surveys showed the public split 50-50 over whether sending troops into Vietnam was a noble idea. Frustrated Americans burned their draft cards. Others fled to Canada. They were pardoned years later. On May 4th, 1970, students at Kent State University, college 40 miles south of Cleveland, gathered to protest the war. 29 National Guardsmen opened fire on them. 4 students dead, 9 seriously wounded. On May 20th, 100,000 people crammed the streets of Lower Manhattan to support the National Guard soldiers. The event had little impact on public opinion. Back after this. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall, but there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.